So basically these chickens have been brined. They've been brined in a 10% herb brine for about 8.5 hours. And then we spatchcock them. And the rotisserie is amazing because, I mean, some rotisseries work from top to bottom, so you get the benefit of all the juices, whereas this turns at just about the right speed. So it basically cooks in its own juice, but then to get a real like solid crispy skin, it's all about adding a little bit of extra fat to it. So we add chicken fat, which has been infused with, we've got some rosemary, thyme, some garlic in there, and then these are what we garnish it with. So it's just chicken fat pink fir potatoes, which are just cooked. They're actually blanched in kombu stock first and then cooked over the embers. But like, to be honest, it's one of those things, we were looking for a grill for a while, couldn't really find one, but as soon as we fired this bad boy up, it's like Subway pumps in that smell around around the shop. Every single office in, you know, very, very close to here, it's just getting pulled through their extract and it's driving them crazy. Lunch, the chickens are just flying off the shelves there, and it's such a fun job. But this is a original Portuguese style of grill, so it's what the South African company Nando's stole for, but then they made it a lot simpler. I think they steam their chickens instead now. But this is along with a traditional sort of peri-peri method of doing chickens, and then charcoal just makes everything taste better. We're using this English charcoal, so it's made in Shropshire by a friend's at Caradoc Charcoal Company. It's probably the best charcoal I've ever used. It's quite aggressive, and then you have to use quite a lot of it, but yeah, it's got a stunning flavour. It makes a massive difference on the chickens. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to finish this, how we finish these chickens for lunch service. That's what we're looking for, this almost sort of blistered finish. And then we need to sort of get rid of some of the heat to glaze them up, otherwise it'll burn. So I'll just make a little space. In my other barbecue. Oh. And then what we're going to do is sort of, once we're looking for that really nice blistered heat all over, we're just going to leave these ones on for a little bit longer. These little charred bits, that's what's going to give you all your flavour. So just, this is like a bit of a crucial stage at the end. There we go, that's looking good. So then we need to just manage our charcoal so it doesn't get the chickens too hot and burn them. So we're going to glaze them in a yakitori glaze. Yes, that's what we want. Let's just glaze these bad boys up with more of the chicken fat. Got our resident South African here doing the braai, Jude. How long have you been a chef for?
Since April, chef.
Since April. Yeah. Started off as a pot wash, right?
Yes, chef.
With us in Row, and now he's manning the barbecue all summer. What a treat.
Yes, chef. You on good boys?
How are you doing, Wacko? You good?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, really good.
Time away?
Yeah, it's really good. I'll be down in 10, okay? Or 20. What we do to finish it, just get a nice like even layer of charcoal down the so you want that intense heat to get a really nice colour on the spuds as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to finish them with some really beautiful chicken fat, one more little glaze. It's just for flavour, and it just gives it that last crisp as well. And then the finishing is quite quick, so you've got to be fairly quick. It goes from chicken fat to the yakitori glaze, and then we cover them in chicken salt, which is basically chicken bouillon powder, and lots of different spices, so they caramelize nice and quick. So you can help us whack them on. Maybe leave that one, it's a bit brown. We've got space for right. So last stage is a few herbs down onto the charcoal bed, especially under the potatoes. Gets a really beautiful flavour. You can hear it crackling away as well. Jude, do you want to get some bay leaves off that plant, you know, off that tree there? So nice thyme, rosemary, all the classic things you want to eat with chicken. Smells insane. I like you're on a Greek island. Right, one last little mop with the chicken fat, and what that does is just going to allow the chicken salt to get really nicely onto the meat. So yeah, just nicely all over. Good amount on the potatoes. This is a final little char for the potatoes. And then here with chicken salt, and this all has to move fairly quick now because as soon as the salt goes on, oh, classic.
Stuck.
Now the salt's got paprika in there, bouillon powder, so as soon as the salt goes on, you've got to act fairly quick. You've got to hit it on both sides. Onto the breasts, onto the backs, every little morsel covered in this flavour powder. And then we finish with a generous dose of yakitori. Using our flavour mop. This is a simple yakitori glaze which is made with ginger, lemon, got a little bit of white soy in there, and there we go. Chicken's basically nearly ready now. We want those nice little dark bits, that's flavour. Right.
That smells serious. I smell that from down there.
There we go. That's the idea, mate.
What's on there? What can I smell? It smells like oregano or something.
Yeah, we burn loads of, we finish it with loads of herbs at the end. But this is just a little like sort of Japanese style glaze that gets on, that we put on at the end. But yeah, we're selling them all. We just do it for lunchtime. Just do it like we're doing a lunch deal for rotisserie chickens. But we're wishing for a bit of a better summer, to be honest. But
I was hoping it was going to be sunny today.
yeah, it's not quite come yet, but hopefully it'll come.
Smells very good anyway.
Cheers, mate. Come and visit us sometime.
We will. Thank you.
So you can't really go too much on this glaze, because every single layer, every single turn, it's sticking onto the chicken, and you're just now managing the colour, because the longer you can get this glaze on there, the tastier that chicken's going to be. And you focus on the legs, all the little bits that are sticking outside the bars. But you want that, look at that super sexy glaze all the way over it.
I'm so tired.
Is Dane going to tell me off for using all the glaze? Is Dane going to tell me off for using all the glaze?
No, I don't think so. Robbie will just make more.
Oh, that sounds good. We've got peri peri, have we? Okay, cool. So yeah, we do two different flavours. We do a little Japanese chicken, but then sometimes we do peri peri.
So, what's happening now? Something happened?
Yeah, it's going to be the, you know, the Wimbledon.
Wimbledon?
Yeah, they show Wimbledon on the screen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it special for the finals or something?
Well, I think it's on Saturday, the final. But yeah, other than that, I think they're showing the Olympics as well.
Oh, okay. When's that start?
I don't know, actually. I've not kept up with any of it. I've not kept up with Wimbledon, to be honest.
It's the end of July.
And this is free, yeah?
Yeah, mate, absolutely. We're just out here giving chickens away for free out of the goodness of our heart.
I'm just saying, like, is it a closed event?
No, we cook the chickens up for lunchtime. But yeah.
Nice, looks tasty.
Yeah, they're good, mate. Come and visit us. Thanks, mate. Nice to meet you. Last little hit with chicken salt, because these bad boys are coming off now. Oh, look at that bad boy. Right, get some boards up there, mate. You get a little shot of that.
Oh,
Too hot. Oh, look at that winner. Epic.
we're just going to grab another phone quick.
Yeah, cool.
This looks lovely, by the way.
Yeah, come and stop by for lunch, mate. Absolutely banging. So this is how we serve our chicken. We've got some beautiful dill pickled cucumbers, so just a really heavily infused dill pickle. This is our koji hot sauce, so garlic chilies fermented with koji for about 3 weeks. And then just to carve, the best thing about this chicken is how insanely juicy it is, because we don't cook it for that long. So that's the benefit of having like a really nice high heat. So we don't mess around, just keep it simple on the carving. One leg, one thigh, go through the breast this way. You can see how juicy that is. Oh yeah, fucking hell, look at that. Oh, it's crazy. That's the brining, helps with that. And then we either serve it whole or half. For me, the thigh is the best bit. It's got more connecting tissue in there. It's got a little bit more collagen. And that's it, that's the chicken. And then we just serve this with the smoked potato salad. So keep it super simple. These have already been seasoned. So they've been poached in a very sort of well-seasoned kombu stock. And just go on the plate as well. And then the whole thing gets glazed again. So just glaze the whole thing up with a little bit more of the infused fat. Also that goes onto potatoes as well. We played around with a few different mayos, but the best goes with this chicken is just a banging blob of Kewpie mayo. So good. And then I just do a little bit of pick thyme onto the bird. And then depending on how hot you like it, Koji hot sauce.